Good day, viewers. Welcome to today's class. Please, if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe. Today, we are going to continue with division of decimal. So let's take a look at this. Okay, this is the question we have now. 2.16 divided by 4. So what are we going to do? First of all, we're going to introduce the long division steps that we know. This stands for division, this stands for multiplication, subtraction, bring down, and repeat the same process. What are we going to do now? We have to introduce the long division symbol. So this is our long division symbol. It can be written like this. It can also be written like this. All right. So now this, you know that this is the divisor part and this is the dividend part. Okay, we are dividing decimal by whole number. So you have to write the divisor part at the right place. I have divisor here. So now I have dividend inside. So this is the first step now. So what are we going to do now? We're going to divide. This stand for division. So we're going to divide. We're going to divide this dividend here, 2.16 by 4. So let's start. Now we want to, how many 4 are in 2? So that's the first question. But we know that it's not possible because 2 is less than 4. So what are we going to do now? It is impossible. So we write 0 here. Okay. Now 0 multiplied by 4, you know, is what? 0. Now, from the steps, now we have subtraction. We're done with multiplication. We have what? Subtraction. Now, if you subtract 0 from 2, you have 2 left. All right. Now, what are you going to do now? There is a decimal point here. You can bring it up here. Now, bring down, bring down. So we're going to bring down 1 here. Now, we can divide now. 21 21 divided by 4. That is to say, how many 4 are in 21? Okay. Now, we know that 4 times 5 will give us what? 20. So we go with 5. When we multiply 4, we are done with division. Now, so multiplication. When we multiply 4 by 5, we have 20 here. Then s means what? We subtract. So let's subtract 20 from 21. You know, we have 1 left. So what are we going to do now? Afterward, we are done with subtraction. We have to bring down this 6. All right. Now we are asked to divide 16 by 4. So that is to say, how many 4 are in 16? We know that 4 into 4 or 4 times 4 will give us 15. So we have to write 4 here. Now, what are we going to do now? We multiply. We are done with division. We multiply. Now, when we multiply 4 by 4, we have what? 1 times 4, you have 16. Have 16. Then after multiplication, you have what? Subtraction. Then when you subtract 16 from 16, you have 0 left. So that is to say our answer is equal to 0.54. So that's our final answer. Let's take a look at another question now. Okay, this is another question we have. Remember, we are dividing decimal by whole number. Now, what are we going to do first? We introduce the long division symbol. Now you write the divisor part here, then the dividend part inside. So what are we going to do now? Okay, we asked to divide 26 by 3. That is to say, how many 3 are in 26? Now, we know that 3 multiplied by 8 will give us 24. Okay, we are done with division. Now, we have to multiply. So when we multiply 8 by 3, you have 24 here. Then the next thing you subtract. Now when we subtract 4 from 6, you have 2 left. When we subtract 2 from 2, you have 0 left. Now the next, after subtraction, we bring down 2. Okay, but then remember this decimal point, bring it here. Now we're not dividing 22 by 3. Okay, so how many 3 are in 22? We know that 3 times 7, or 3 into 7, is 21. So we have 7 here. All right, now when we multiply 7 by 3, you have 21. Now after multiplication, subtract. All right, now when we subtract 21, or when we subtract 1 from 2, we have 1. Subtract 2 from 2, you have 0 left. All right, now we are going to continue to divide to find out if this is a recurring decimal, or a terminating decimal. Now we have 1 here. All right, but you know that 1 is less than 3, so 1 cannot be divided by 3, so add 0 here and we bring down. So you have 10 here. If you like, I can leave this 0, it doesn't change the value. All right, now we have 10 here. So how many 3? When we divide 10 by 3, what are we going to get? How many 3 in 10? You know is 3, because 3 times 3 is 9. You have 3 here. When you multiply 3 by 3, you have 9. Alright, now let's subtract. When you subtract 3, sorry, when you subtract 9 from 10, you have 1 left. So at this point, you know that 1 cannot be divided. 1 cannot be divided by 3. So what are we going to do? We are going to add 0 here again and bring down. But we know that if you have 10 here, as usual, what we did here, you know, when we divide 10 by 3, you're going to have 3. All right. So if you divide this 10 here also, we still are going to have 3. All right. Then it continues that way. That is to say that we still have 3 here. We continue with the process, you have 3, 3, 3, 3, and it continues, equal to 8.7333 is the final answer. So we know that this is recurring decimal. So this is what I have for you today. Please, if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe. See you next time.